Roger, give me that gun run. Right along that back, baby. Aim hot. Clear hot.
Ladies, gents, how's it going? Random Gary here. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Gary Prout. I'm a Tier 2 British Gallantry Recipient. I received something called the Conspicuous Gallantry Cross, which is one below the Victoria Cross in the UK. And over the last few months, I've been doing military reaction videos, so reacting to some funny videos, but also remarkable acts of gallantry by the UK, the US. I'm interested in Canadian, New Zealand, and Australian service personnel as well. Today, I am going to issue you a challenge, and it's a challenge on behalf of a remarkable small charity here in the UK called Veterans in Action. Veterans in Action was set up a number of years ago by a guy called Billy McLeod, himself a veteran, and his wife. So let's check them out. Let's understand why I support these guys so much, and then hear about what support I need from you, because I will need your support in this.
My name is Billy McLeod, and I'm a Chief Operations Officer and founder of the charity Veterans in Action. Veterans in Action is an armed force charity that helps veterans and their families who have suffered the effects of war or who have found the transition to civilian life difficult, focusing on the emotional and physical well-being of those involved to help them grow as an individual or as a family. Veterans in Action projects are based on the decades-old studies of post-traumatic growth, where initially veterans can participate in tried and tested projects and enable them to grow within a team of their peers in what is now their new mission at home, helping themselves.
It's so key to my story as well. The thing that enabled me to find post-traumatic growth was I had quite a particular mindset whenever I came home from Afghanistan. Whenever I had experienced my very traumatic events, I had got earmarked, and I then went on for further assessments. I spent 3 days with the mental health team at Headley Court, and they deemed that I had post-traumatic growth. This was something that I had naturally, but it doesn't mean that I haven't had my kind of mental health challenges, particularly whenever I hurt myself. But I found an event, whenever I hurt myself, I found an event that really enabled me, as Billy said there, to find like a purpose, to find the need. And that was the Invictus Games. Now, the Invictus Games just came about at a perfect time for me. I was able to embrace myself in that challenge of para-sport, and it was able to kind of just get me up enough for me then to continue on my journey. It didn't solve my problems. It didn't magically make all the challenges go away, but it did get me in the right mindset, and I think that's very important. What veterans need sometimes is a foot up. They don't always need like everybody coming around and giving everything that they can to them. They just need that opportunity, and sometimes being able to see that if you work hard and these opportunities open themselves, that's a remarkable thing. My journey went from the Invictus Games. I then went and volunteered at Jaguar Land Rover, where I spent 3 months working there, what was meant to be 3 weeks. And from there, I moved on to a personal development and team development organization. So I work with teams in large organizations who are looking to improve their team performance and their individual performance within those organizations. So I consult, I work with big business groups, and I also do a bit of motivational and kind of self-belief talks under that. So this was crucial to me transferring away from the military. All of those things that I had in the military that I thought I was going to lose, suddenly I had sight of them again, and that brought great meaning and great purpose to my future work. And also I was surrounded by like-minded people very, very similar to those that I surrounded myself with in the armed forces. So this is key, in my opinion, to finding that kind of post-traumatic growth, that real positive mental mindset. And I know it's easy to say that there are people who clinically will find it extremely difficult to get to that mindset. But I believe activities like Billy's are remarkable for giving the opportunity and setting people with those clinical kind of challenges, putting them in the best possible place for them to explore what they could potentially do.
By helping others. Veterans in Action Alive Centre is the charity HQ and is ideally set in a beautiful private estate 7 miles from Andover on the Hampshire-Wiltshire border, with beautiful walks through woodlands and the scenic Hampshire countryside. This environment helps to de-stress as soon as veterans enter the estate, and veterans feel safe and relaxed in the quiet of the countryside. Veterans in Action use their own unique Alive programme, which takes a non-therapy, long-term approach to veterans' mental health, to help veterans and their families grow at their own pace through participation on the projects run at the Alive Centre, or off-site in the surrounding area, or on long-distance expeditions. Our off-road vehicles are also built off-site on a successful project called Veterans Expeditions Overland. The work is carried out at a local garage run by a REME veteran with a fantastic team that works alongside veterans, teaching them practical skills.
Straight away I look at this image and it brings back mixed memories. This is Salisbury Plain, no doubts about it. This is the large training area for British troops in southern England, and we can deploy offensive support weapons, so we can fire all of our artillery, our mortars, we can fire missiles. We've dropped training munitions from aircraft. We can use Apaches on this training area, so it is a very big, kind of very capable training area. But this is what the weather is like 9 times out of 10. It's always raining. It's got these really strange clay ground where everything just sticks to your boots. It's fantastic. It is fantastic for off-road vehicles. But Billy, taking the guys back to this place for some memories. Yeah, I'm just joking about. They will love being back in this very familiar surrounding, and it's great how veterans look back with hindsight. We always look back and remember how nice things were. We very rarely remember how crap they were. Salisbury Plain, beautiful place. Have you been? Comment below.
Overland expedition training is carried out using the Salisbury Plain and surrounding area, focusing on off-road driving, camp setups and camp cooking. We know that veterans can achieve remarkable accomplishments, as they have shown throughout their military careers.
And that's the thing, isn't it? These are very capable people who put themselves into an organisation because they wanted to help others and they wanted to ensure that vulnerable people were safe. And there's no safety net for them whenever they leave the armed forces. That's the challenge. Who is there to help them? There are no real service kind of backstop, no safety net to enable these people to transition effectively. There are no robust ones anyway. There are systems, but they just are not robust, hence the need for organisations like Billy's here, Veterans in Action, to give people a foot up, to give them that opportunity. It's sad. It's sad, but I'm glad that there's people, effective people like Billy, who are taking this up.
And they possess a myriad of unique skills that, when harnessed, can be used on many different projects here at home, becoming valuable members of their community. Veterans in Action is committed to helping veterans unlock the potential they have to make a difference throughout their lives, not only for themselves and their family, but also their standing in the local community, where they can develop projects to help others. This is the true definition of post-traumatic growth.
And this is so true as well, because Veterans in Action actually got heavily involved in the COVID pandemic. They got in and amongst the local community. They were taking equipment around to old persons who were shielding and vulnerable from home. And they had a real impact within the community. There's some other videos here. You'll see Trevor Quilt there, who wrote the book First into Sangin, promoting The Longest Day, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. But I'm going to leave the link to this video below that explains a little bit more about Veterans in Action themselves. So we've heard them talking about assisting people who are probably at a very vulnerable stage in their lives. And if you were ever to talk to these veterans, you would hear things like they don't understand their purpose. You don't understand where they fit within the world. Some of them question what they bring to the world. And I want to just show you a video of an incident that happened whenever Billy took a load of these veterans to Greece and back. From the UK to Greece and back. They were actually travelling through Bosnia at the time. A number of them had served in Bosnia during the conflict out there as kind of the peace-keeping troops. And they went on a bit of a battlefield kind of tour. Whenever they go out on these journeys, they do not take the easiest routes. They find some off-road routes. And this was one of the days where they found a particularly challenging off-road route. And this is the story of what unfolded for them on this day.
Not too. A long way down, mate. Hello there. He's telling us to go back.
Huh?
He's telling us to go back.
What was that? What was that noise?
Did you hear it?
I hope that's not a vehicle.
So do I. Oh, it is.
Where is it? Oh, you're having a giraffe, aren't you? Go back a bit, mate, to get out. Who is it? Is that a vehicle? He's okay! Are you okay? Is everybody okay?
It looks pretty cool, like, doesn't it? Billy, man, your trips look class. Let us know, Billy. Comment below and I'll pin it. Where are you thinking of going next? What are you thinking of doing next? Let's get an idea of some of your plans, mate. Jesus.
We're here. One of our vehicles rolled. It's important we document this.
Right. What I just want to say here is like, some of these people, and I don't know their individual stories, but some of these people were probably questioning their worth to the community. They were questioning their worth to the world. They didn't know how they fitted in. Just watch the meaning and purpose that they move around with, the way they are able to embrace what is an emergency situation. You can see the passengers are still climbing out of the vehicle. This has just happened. There's been no briefings. There's been no planning for this. This is people getting on with doing what they know best. This is people in the moment experiencing an event and watch how effectively they work together. I think it's fantastic.
We've got no injuries, thank God. That's the main thing. There is no injuries. Vehicles can be fixed. Vehicles can be. You can get new vehicles, but can't get new life. So we were on an off-road route.
It's rolled about 75 metres down.
And
here.
it's come down about 75 metres. You know. So, you okay? So, this is where we are now. So we'll just need to see what we're doing now. How are you feeling, mate?
I'm alright.
I know when you said you're airborne, mate. We didn't need to take it to the extreme.
Everybody's alive.
Yeah, mate. That's the main thing, mate. So don't worry about it.
And straight away, that old squatty mentality, that old armed forces, I think that emergency services humour creeps in. Let's make a bit of a joke about it. We've been through what could have been a very, very serious incident here. But you know what? We're making the most of it. We're going to recover the vehicle. We're going to get the vehicle sorted out, and we're going to have a laugh at the expense of those who were most closely involved in it. That's just the force's way, I think.
The main thing is we've all walked away from this, and that's a powerful thing.
I'm not hurting too much.
Good, good. So here we are, salvaged the vehicle here, got it upright. To be honest, the vehicle looks knackered, but I have to say Raptor paint has done its job, and so well done to Simon and Raptor. This vehicle paint job is probably one of the best paint jobs I've seen, even on the wrecked vehicle. I think this is going to last for years.
But you can see some of the things that they do with these vehicles is whenever they get them, they build in roll cages, they prepare them for proper off-roading. And this is the reason why. So not only do you have the project to prepare the vehicle, you then also use it to the best of its ability. And it's all of these kind of different areas coming together that create a journey. And that journey, I think, is so powerful.
Yeah, the vehicle rocked from the inside out. Like, the main thing here is everybody's walked away from this, thankfully. Roof rack, I have to say, from terra firma. Probably saved them from the roof caving in quite a bit. They actually rolled the vehicle. How many times did you roll, lads?
Twice.
So they rolled twice and then it righted itself and went on it straight as.
Tail up to end twice, and we rolled 5 or 6 times.
Tail over end?
Yes,
Nice.
twice.
Yeah.
But you can see the guys working inside the vehicle is just this kind of unity, this understanding what purpose you play, and just getting all of the kit off that they need to carry on with their journey. It would have just been so easy just to sack it, wouldn't it, and say, oh, you know what, let's just get the vehicle. These are people who are intent with carrying on with what they were there to do, and to continue on their adventure.
So I would say it's written off.
I thought we were down there. Down there.
I'm looking for my phone too, so.
Luckily there was going to be a tree in the way that would have stopped them going any further.
It's funny because Mo and I were just taking a video of how steep the drop is over there, and we guesstimated it at about 2,000 feet.
Billy.
Yeah.
No, don't apologise, Wayne. It's an accident.
Still.
Oh, bless him,
Well, you better get your
apologising.
Land Rover boys on.
We'll be expecting a Discovery 4, obviously.
So this is we need to work out what we're going to do now. That's the problem we're in now. Want to recover this vehicle if we can. It won't be recovered enough ready to use because I think it's beyond that. But we haven't got enough seats for everybody.
Well, we're going to have to look at a rental car or jogging some people home, maybe.
Yeah.
In the rental car, that's for air conditioning.
So that's where we are now.
Job down.
Rental car across the borders might not be so easy though.
Well, if we have to send somebody out to get one, we have to send somebody out to get one.
Yeah. If in doubt, get a brew on.
Aye.
Cup of tea bag
So
there, I
now.
think.
So Simon and Raptor and Premier Group, Morelli Group, your paint job is fantastic. And it's done it. So we're in the Balkans now in Bosnia. Luckily we're next to a house and they came down and helped us and cleared some of the pathway into this because it was quite remote. I'm going to show you where they come down. To give you an idea, they come right down from this hill.
Flipping it.
You can maybe just see our vehicle at the top. That's where they are. And this is looking down. 3 guys in the vehicle, 3 guys walked away. Literally hardly a scratch on them. So testament to the vehicle itself for saving their lives. You know, I don't know what we're going to do with the vehicle.
So that is veterans in action. I'm not suggesting that they get into these kind of situations every time they go out, but it's just that environment that they create for the people who come along on these adventures, shall we say, is you can just see the teamwork, the unity, the care, and the kind of humour that is created from taking people out of their normal day-to-day lives and putting them on this kind of experience. And this is not just a one and done charity. This is a charity that continues on with continuous support, as you've seen with the previous video there. That they have pretty much an open door policy. You can get down there, you can call in, you can get involved in these kind of instances and just have a great time with them. So what is the challenge? The challenge is called The Longest Day. Veterans in Action are challenging people to walk 100 kilometers in June. And this is in line with what we Brits refer to as the longest day, which was the 6th of June, D-Day. Now at the minute, they're keen to get 100 people to sign up for this. They've had 37 sign up so far. All you need to do to take part is to raise £100 for this charity, and this will go into supporting future events like this drive, like the vehicle support, like everything you've seen. This is not one of those big charities that has huge amounts of wealth and huge amount of infrastructure. They work on a skeleton format. Most of the people there are volunteers, and they do incredible things with a small amount of money. This £100 from 100 people will go a long way. It will have a huge impact, and actually we're keen on recruiting some of you guys across the pond, across in America to support, because there is hopes that future expeditions will take place across the sea, and we want to link up with you guys out there. What I want to do is I want to document your journeys. I want you guys, if anybody takes this up, to send me video footage of you out on your walk. Send me your updates, and I will create videos just to support you with our community that we have here. 100 kilometers in 1 month, raising £100. £100. I think that is achievable by most. I can't achieve it. I can't walk. I've got a lot going on in June. Some of the stuff I've been alluding to. What I'm going to do is I am going to donate 100% of the proceeds from this video into this charity. I will donate more on top to make up a shortfall. I've not talked it through my wife yet, but I will be donating more on top. And I don't want to make a promise to you guys, because you guys will take the piss. You'll share the video. I'm not going to match what proceeds of here, because you will share it far and wide, and before I know it, I'll be donating an absolute fortune in there. Have a great day. And I can't wait to see you blogging your walks and your support for Veterans in Action. Appreciate it. I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.